Hello and welcome back to Panzer Corps and a very special edition. We are going to restart our multiplayer series. That's Goose and I, or me, not even sure what's correct in English. And yeah, we will try to duke it out on the Wehrmacht campaign, giving Goose some real challenge. He likes challenges, so we will see if he can beat the vanilla campaign on braccada difficulty. I will take the Allies side and he will take the Axis side. And we already have done Poland, so we are starting, well, a few years ago. So we are immediately starting with Norway. And this is a first test. You can't watch Goose live at the moment, but he will upload his clip later. And in the future we plan to do both sides live, so you can get a perfect impression of what's going on in real time. So we will play on a very harsh time limit. So without further ado, let's go into it and see what Goose has thrown my way. He already did his deployment. Hope everything works out. And my destroyer barely survived. But it's very difficult to win here with the Norwegians. I would say it's almost impossible, but we will try our best. Wow, huge hit on Oscarsborg. Yeah. The Germans have more troops, they have better troops, they have more prestige, and they have more prestige income, so yeah, we have our work cut out for ourselves. But I'm immediately noticing he is pulling his ships back to the south a little bit, so we might be able to use that to our advantage. And rain is coming up. So let's see what we can do here. We'll definitely have to get rid of the ships. The heavy cruiser is somewhere in here. And, well, let's see. There's nothing in range, so we might as well shoot at one of the ships, do some damage. No point in attacking here. We'll just stay as is, and yeah. Hopefully we have rail transports. I think we do have rail transports, yeah. So we might be able to get this gun out of here, but I will think about that. Here we can try to do some damage to the landing ships. So this is a tank, not too worried about it. Giving up the victory hacks might not be ideal, but I want to block the landing as much as possible. We'll see what we can do here. So next up, we will think what we can do about the ships in here. Let's see. Nothing, so he hit his ship somewhere in here. Still nothing. Here we go. So the big guy should go down immediately. And not be a threat for too long. Let's see, we can always overwhelm the smaller ships. The first turns will take a little bit longer, but after that, I think we can absolutely speed on, protect our landing craft. And get everyone ashore. We don't need to protect this northern hex because that's not an actual victory condition. One ship down. Box him in. Save our destroyer. And drain the ammo of those ships. So, British infantry, quarter pounder. And then we have to think about our defenses. Let's see. One option is to really block them around here, but we will get overwhelmed by ships here pretty soon. That's Wehrmacht infantry. Fallschirmjägers are more dangerous. Let's try to do some damage to them. That's good. Let's drain their ammo. That's at least something we can do. And then we have to think about defenses. There are multiple approaches you can take here. You can do a very static defense, you can rely on artillery, you can rely on anti-aircraft cannons, but it might not be worth it. So my plan here is to go full Norwegian mountain units. And I definitely want to block them here. I will heavily deploy on this side. This is regular Norwegian infantry. This is regular infantry as well. Let's see, we can still afford 2 more. We can always backtrack, I think. So, trying to overwhelm them on this side might be good. I'll try to save him. Yeah, and maybe really try to focus them down around here. We can try to outflank units that are trying to land here. So, that's it. The rest will stay in there. We might be a little weak on the defense up in the north, but I'm not too worried about that for the moment. I will withdraw my fleet because I don't want to tackle with them at the moment. And that already took me a lot of time, but it included the deployment phase. So we don't have any prestige left. Let's send it to him. Done. And inform him. Yeah. Unfortunately, there's not much to see or talk about in the meantime. So I will talk a little bit about strategy on multiplayer and yeah, what you can do. It's actually not that easy to be better than than the AI. That's surprising, but yeah, it's really tough, especially playing against Goose. It always feels like you're getting steamrolled or hit by an avalanche of Axis units. And by the way, feel free to participate in the chat, give me some tips or advice. We can always discuss strategy here. We don't have a lot of time to do it, but yeah, enough time, I think. Yeah, and my plan here is to focus on a very mobile approach. More mountain units, because those can disengage, move back, attack the enemy again. And yeah, this way, hopefully delay the Axis units enough and annoy Goose. But it's tough. Static defenses sound good on paper, but artillery is very expensive. The Norwegians only have very weak 2-range artillery. Without the truck, you can't disengage, so you automatically lose once the position is compromised. And with a truck, it's a huge investment. Same goes for anti-aircraft cannons, so I'm dropping both of those. And other than that, well, yeah, the only decent unit is the Norwegian Mountain. And the problem here is the Axis will have huge income. Each victory hex we give them, 2 victory hexes is another mountain unit that comes your way. And knowing Goose, there will be a flood of artillery and mountain units coming our way. So I will try to delay them at Bergen, maybe snipe a unit or 2 there, and then immediately withdraw from the region and fight with a huge Schwerpunkt on another section of the map. So we'll see if we can evade him or trick him somehow. The bad thing is that we gave away our position at the moment, and I wish we could stay on the map. I didn't think about that, but really seeing the map would be very helpful, and we will try to play our turns quicker, but the first turns take a while, and there's sadly nothing to do here at the moment. It's a test. Might not be the best format, but we will see. But as far as I see it, we really have to speed up our turns a lot more. I was trying to do it, but it still took me quite a few minutes to complete the first turn. Yeah, let's see. Nothing happening here. Maybe it would be good to play multiple opponents at the same time. Yeah, feel free to issue a challenge, by the way. You can try yourself on the Wehrmacht campaign against me as well. It's not that easy, so if you're not really good at Panzer Corps, you might find it difficult to beat the allies if played by a human player. But for most scenarios, well, at least in the beginning, the allies side has a huge advantage. The Axis side. So let's ping him. Let's see. I'm writing, we really have to Yeah. Let's see. We will try to speed up, don't worry, but the first turns are always a little bit more complicated. But we will start losing units very soon. Okay, here we go. Let's see. At least we deterred the landing here. Drove this boat away. Valiant defense. But here's the first surrender. And it's all about delaying the enemy. Yeah, 2 points of damage, that's great. And every little piece of damage matters. Okay, and now here's the rain. That's good news for our side, in a way. Yeah, that's annoying. But we really have to get rid of those initial units. Yeah, very poor hit. But I want to box them in. And make sure we can do massive damage. So, let's refuel. I'm not too worried about this destroyer anymore. We just have to get rid of it. Sooner or later that will happen. So, that's done. I don't think he can go in here, so let's do it that way. Block the zone, go and patrol with the sub and the damage destroyer, and the aircraft carrier will provide vision. So down here, let's see, we still need to do some damage. That's good. Keep digging in, keep retreating. And he will try to do something with this mass attack bonus. But German infantry is hugely superior. So that's a Norwegian mountain unit. Will immediately try to evacuate and hopefully finish off. Too bad he got away. That's the worst thing that could have happened. But doesn't matter. So this is a Norwegian mountain unit. We'll try to lay an ambush in the background. This is a Norwegian mountain unit. We'll just try to wait it out. Get out of range. He will stay. He will stay. Simply dig in. He will stay. Dig in. And he can't do anything. Let's end the turn. So, let's see. Yeah, almost got a German infantry unit, but only almost. So, Goose is a very lucky person. But that's the way you have to do it. Focus down unit after unit, and it's not that bad. It will cost a lot of prestige to fully replenish him. And it's like blitz chess or speed chess. We don't have a lot of time to think, so this is not the highest level of play. But we will try to make it interesting. And yeah, I'm a little bit worried about getting hit in the center now, so I will try to move troops away from Bergen, because maybe that's a usual military strategy. Hit the enemy at one point and hope he will overreact to that, and then we will try to evade him and get our mountain units to the center and hopefully surprise one of his units again in this area. Yeah, but not... I have to prepare a lot of things to talk about. That's one thing. And Goose is saying I can reload around so you can see moves. But I don't think there's anything... I can't do anything here, and I don't want just to get out of the game again all the time. So the problem is the replay mode is so buggy. It's very tiresome to show games with it, and I wish we could see the map and could plan out things. That would be perfect, but I can't get into that game. So maybe... No way to do it, I think. I will have to ask Goose. Or maybe bring up a map of Norway for next time, or a map of the region, so we can talk a little bit about planning the moves, because at the moment I can't plan anything. That's the problem. But the plan is to delay them in the mountains. There are only two access valleys, not axis, access valleys, and his artillery will be very slow in the mountains, so he will kind of have to use ships or roads. There is no other way. And we can try to ambush him there, but there will be huge protection, and I don't plan to fight in those valleys because he will expect that. I will just try to put 1 or 2 units in the way just to delay him. Okay. here we go. And that's the end of Oscarsburg, I guess. Yeah, it still lives. And here comes the artillery. And see, that's all huge income. And here they come. Now it will be quick. And we have to get out of here as ASAP. That was a huge hit. I like that. Didn't find me. That's great. That was a great hit as well. Don't despair. We still might have a chance here. So, rain is gone. Let's see, where the most valuable unit is this Panzer IV. But we can't do anything to it. So we'll just keep retreating. He can't push through here at the moment. So I am, yeah, fine with simply blocking here. Yeah, that didn't help too much. And this is a Norwegian mountain unit I wanted alive. So let's get the heck out of here. This is Norwegian infantry. So I will try to block the way here. This is my designated ambush unit, but I want to concentrate in the center here now. So we have been spotted. Let's get the heck out of here. Attacking here, yeah. Might actually do us some good. Weakening them will keep our ships alive longer. So now, try to get rid of another enemy. Finally, we got lucky. One unit down. Push him towards the rail line where we can still attack. Don't want to take any damage. Good. And then we'll try to set up a defense to the front, but I really want to ship units quickly towards the south. And I'm trying to be as quick as possible. Another unit down. And now we'll try to overwhelm his fleet. Because now we know he is coming. And we will do our best to delay him. So, everything here, oops, has been dealt with. There's still a ship, but I'll try to get everything a little bit out of the way. Hopefully he doesn't find us. Then we will send everything towards the south. So, I think that's it. The other units can just dig in. That's fine. Let's end the turn. And that's it. So, yeah, it really takes too long. Hi, Bilbilin. Yeah, it should be interesting. I'm really curious how far Goose can go before I can stop him. I don't think we will stop playing after that, but it's still a nice exercise. So, success. We destroyed the northern invasion force. That's not that easy. We did big damage to some of the southern units, but Axis has a ton of prestige. That's the problem. And now we are trying to set up roadblocks along the way to the front. That's basically the thing we're trying to do, and store up some prestige in the meantime to do some emergency repairs. And hi Bilbelindia, no, we can't buy British units. We could, theoretically, but we don't have any British victory hexes. And not with 68 prestige, that's right. But that was a trap I fell into when I first played this map against a human player. I thought, yeah, I can buy the British units, but there is no hex you can actually buy them at, because you have no British city. You would need to recapture a town from the Germans with a British unit, but it's quite impossible to do. And the tricky part on multiplayer is always you run out of prestige so quickly. It's absolutely annoying, especially if you're in the defense. So the offensive player can afford a lot more damage. But yeah. It's tricky. Like I said, the Germans here, they get the prestige from the captured flags. They get more income anyways. They start with more prestige, they have better units, they start with more units. So it's really an uphill battle for us here. We really have to hope that Mud is hitting soon and will slow him down a little bit. Otherwise we will get rolled over. But so far I think we have fought a good fight. And I'm open for any suggestions in the chat. If you have some cool ideas, we can try out a lot of stuff, but you can't win here. It's only, can you delay Axis enough? And it's different from the single player map. So it's enough for Axis to take all victory locations except the most northern one, so I'm not going to defend there. That's another mistake I did the first time I played this map. I completely digged in the northern location, and then, yeah, was pretty surprised when I lost. You always have to read the victory conditions. So it's no point defending there, it's no point defending against Fallschirmjägers up there. It's just some extra prestige for the German player, but it's hardly worth it. So, I hope the game will bounce back soon. We destroyed some of his units, so less to do for Goose. And so far, we are holding out. No critical unit has been lost yet. Attacking with the Hurricane, yeah, might be problematic, because now he can focus it down. Here we go. But I hoped I could do more damage. Yeah. Yeah, it lives. That's something. We can't afford to repair it, but it's still there. And here the important thing is to keep them blocked. And maybe counterattack them. And every single point of damage we can do is good. Not doing damage at all is not good. And see, entrenchment doesn't really help that much. So we really have to focus on a very mobile defense. And his planes, yeah, didn't catch us, so that's good. We can now try to do some repairs maybe later. And, well, I have to be quick. So, this gun is very important, so I'm thinking about moving out and blocking them a little bit, but this Panzer IV will absolutely wreck me if I do so. So maybe let's hope that we survive, because infantry is not in range and attacking with the tank into the mountains is not a good idea. So we'll do some emergency repairs here. Try to get to safety. Those are out of vision range. We'll stay here. Yeah, we'll stay here. Maybe we can counterattack. And then we'll try to build up our defense. This is a very crucial point. See if we can spot anything. And here we go. Sadly, I'm out of range. But if we can do some damage at least, offer him a target. And we are out of range of anything, so I will stay back. The battleship, it's not that super helpful anyways. Move downwards. Move downwards. Move downwards. The Norwegian infantry is not that helpful, but we will try to build up a secondary line of defense. We have 88 prestige, not going to buy anything. This Norwegian infantry will keep in here, we'll keep in here. Yeah, that's fine. Quick check, nothing we can hit. So let's enter turn and send it back. Hope I'm getting quicker. No, Bilbalin, it's absolutely not balanced. Axis player will wreck you if he has any idea what he's doing. And you have 25 turns to do it. And almost unlimited resources for the Germans here compared to the Norwegians. So we will get worn down pretty soon. So far we are holding out, but you will see once the bulk of the German forces arrives in the center, it will be very hard for us to hold them back for a few turns only at the entrances to those valleys. Then we will have to, yeah, retreat step by step and really hope to keep something alive. And it might have been a mistake to expose my Hurricane so soon, because now it's no longer a threat, and it's always good to have a theoretical threat in your backhand. So it's always good to keep the enemy guessing. You don't have to do anything with it, just that it's there will prevent him from using his Fallschirmjägers in any daring maneuvers or expose his bombers. And at the moment, I'm just looking, we have a turn time of on the average of 4 minutes. So still a little bit too slow. slower than I planned, but I will try to speed up. And maybe the goal of playing this one in 2 hours is a little bit unrealistic, but it will get quicker. Units will die rapidly. So, any more question about multiplayer in the chat, maybe? Because, well, I basically have to talk for an hour in this one without seeing anything. But it will be tough. And there's a different approach to this map. I think you could go for more artillery, more anti-aircraft cannons, and build 2 or 3 really strong static defense lines. That's another option, but you lose all mobility with this one. And yeah, static defenses can be breached very easily if you're against a human player. The AI is very bad on the offensive, but actually not that bad on the defense. But you see, you might already notice the difference. Human players are much more, in a way, aggressive and yeah, much more mobile. There will be fighting all over the place and not just a regular front line that's moving forward. It's all a little bit more chaotic and you have to really contain the enemy. It's yeah, a big challenge to seize the initiative on a part of the map. And here we go. Refresh. Play. Let's see how bad it is. Yeah, that's lucky. Wow, that was quite unlucky. This is useless anyways, just want to soak up any shots. And the Fallschirmjägers will absolutely wreck me. At least they run out of ammo pretty soon. And you will see human players will happily attack into cities with tanks. Yeah, we got one more turn here. That's good. He didn't find us. That's good as well. Let's see. Can we actually... Yeah, we can. That's probably worth it because he might not think I'm doing that. So, let's see. Repairs. Going in here, not worth it. But now we are spotted. He might come after us. That's actually a beneficial outcome for us if he does that. And we'll try to block him here and not give him an opportunity to surrender anything. That's the biggest threat. And I don't see any mountain units around here, so we'll keep him guessing. I will go out of vision range. He doesn't know what we are going to do. Move back. He now can't catch me. This position I'm quite happy with. And the British infantry is really strong, so we'll go forward. This is not an important target, so we'll move forward and start to entrench here in the center and try to dig in here. We might find the prestige to build up a force again, but not at the moment. So, anything we can hit, obviously. Try to do massive damage. and at the same time keep ourselves out of vision range as much as possible. Build a second layer of ships in the background. Don't want to offer him any targets. And then I think we are good to go again. Nothing alive down here. Let's end the turn and send it back. 3 minutes. That's good. So, Bill Berlin says, human players are much more focused. They will take out objectives A and A only instead of focusing on objectives A, B and C at the same time like the AI. Yeah, kind of. Depends on who you're playing against. And that's a huge risk you run in, that you try to do too much at the same time. You really have to be focused. It's not a general trait of humans that they are focused. Good players will be rather focused, that's true. But yeah, it's difficult because so much is happening and you try to do everything at the same time. And the biggest problem I'm having, I'm spending too much too early, I think. I'm always running out of steam in the end, not being able to replenish units anymore. But so far, we are holding out good. We have a repaired Hurricane in our backhand, so we can surprise him with that. We have saved our anti-aircraft cannon. We have overwhelming forces in the center now. The only problem is we really have to not get focused down too much there. Huge risk of mass surrender if you have many units at one place, because then they're more easy to surround. We have 2 mountain units in the back of Bergen, so he will have to keep defenses there. He can't just abandon it. And if he goes into the mountains, we can give him a hard time there. Our ships for now are doing good exchanges. The level bombers did almost nothing so far, so it's kind of working out at the moment. Well, at least the best we can hope for. And my goal is to get turn time down to 2 minutes. We might reach that point very soon once more units die and the situation gets less complex. And another thing, or another mistake newer players in multiplayer often make is that they overestimate defensive positions, because the human player will attack much more focused. Yeah, that's true, Bill Berlin. Now, I think I get what you're meaning, and you will really get dismantled pretty quickly in a defensive position. The regular thing, placing artillery, anti-aircraft cannon and infantry, where you can hold out against the AI almost indefinitely, does not work against the human player. Yeah, the Fallschirmjägers they are best used as regular infantry in my opinion. I think we're done. Perfect. Let's see, yeah, that was a poor hit. That was not too bad as well. Keeping the sub in the way. And now the ships that are coming in will get a barrage from my heavy cruisers. Yeah, this loss is annoying. And here comes the artillery. Now you will see why defense is not worth much in this game. And here come the Fallschirmjägers. We spotted them with a fighter accompanying them, so we might get the pot shot at them. Here we go. And the fighter might be here. Let's take a look. Yeah, here it is. And we will get threatened on this flank pretty quickly. This Norwegian mountain unit kind of has to stay. Reinforcing it doesn't help too much. But it seems he tries to go this way. We'll try not to overreact to it. Here we could take a peek, but I don't think anything is in here. And unfortunately we can't force a surrender on this Fallschirmjäger. That would be nice. But I still want to use the mass attack bonus. And weaken it. It's almost always a delaying action. We can fall back, so we have enough resources here. We have more than enough units on this side. And then for this battle, we know that his units are away. We'll try to get rid of this level bomber. Send in a weakened unit. Yeah, you wait. We didn't get as lucky as Goose. We know there are ships down here, but unfortunately we can't see them as well. Here we go. And that's another destroyer down. And we kind of have to use our ships. So we'll stay in cover for now. Block the enemy a little bit. And that's it. Any repairs necessary? No, we'll just stay here. Wait for an opportune moment to counterattack. This is fine. They will dig in. They will dig in. And those will all dig in. We have retreat paths open. Now I want to reinforce because he is badly damaged. Done, send, and done. Wow, this was 5 minutes. I have to get quicker. But so far, I think we are doing a kind of a good job. Repairing those level bombers is pretty expensive. And yeah, we're doing damage here and there. I don't think we run risk of getting completely suppressed enemy, completely surrounded and surrendered anywhere, so it's kind of working out. The weather definitely is not on our side, and if we had had our artillery in range for that Fallschirmjäger, we could have surrendered him. So always be on the lookout for those opportunities. But I hope he is sweating. He is definitely not rolling over us at the moment, but it's... I don't know, we're on turn 6 maybe? And we did a lot of damage to his fleet. That's important because they will absolutely annoy the hell out of you in the north. But his big ships are all alive, that's the problem. And eventually you're going to lose that fight because the level bombers really make the difference. And we would need rain, rain, mud, 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 mud. Now the crucial moments are here. If the weather is on our side, we can delay him a few more turns. If not, yeah, I fear our defenses will break down quickly. And it really matters. Every single damage you do to a unit matters. Especially the Germans ones, because they are quite expensive. And it delays. If you have to repair, this unit is out of action for 1 turn. Yeah, but I definitely have to prepare something I can show in the meantime for the next opportunity. And it's probably unrealistic to do it in one go. We will see. We will see. Yeah. Now let's see where his Fallschirmjägers are going to try to land. Maybe he will drop them right away. Because my Hurricane is on the loose. Well... trying to catch it as quickly as possible just to get going again. But now the crucial parts of this clash begin. Don't think we can win the naval battle, but we need to disable some of his big ships at least. Because otherwise we will get bombarded in the north. So the plan is to yeah, that was a great hit. And here come his big ships. That's problematic. But my ships are putting up quite the fight here. He died, but he died a hero, holding back those Fallschirmjägers. Good, And here's our surrender opportunity, if we get lucky. And mud is coming up. That's all very good. So I don't see any sign of his Fallschirmjägers. So that might be good. And we are now at the risk of getting or facing a breakthrough here. The problem is this is guarded too well. We can't do anything. But we definitely need a second line of defense here. Like I said, going to dig in here, that's fine. That's fine as well. All units are able to retreat. This Norwegian infantry will fortify in the mountains. While the ships are busy. Let's see. Let's replenish again. Kill off the eyes. That's always a very important task. Done. Perfect. Now he's blinded again. Let's get the heck out of here. So, that's good. Here we'll stay as is. Maybe even dig into the front here. We can always withdraw. This is another roadblock. Here we could try to peek, but I will wait. See, maybe he makes a mistake. Let's end the turn and send it back. Hopefully I was quicker this time. Yep, 4 minutes. So, purchased units start with experience? No, I don't think so. We could check, but everything I think has no experience. And no songs, sorry. Maybe if we are getting desperate. And yeah, I don't remember which turn is it. It doesn't say actually. I will have to look, but we still have to hold out for a long time. But so far we are trading quite equal blows. Both of us losing a unit here and there. And I've saved up a bit again. So I can start to buy some units in the north then to really bolster the defenses. But the fleet battle is still open. That's the best we can hope for. And I fully plan on restocking my Hurricane again, just to annoy him. And yeah, make it difficult for him to use his own air force. But it's getting more intense. That's for sure. And not it won't last long, then I will have very few units left. It will start to be quicker, I hope. Yeah, but now I'm worried about this turn. Let's see how much damage we will take in the center. We can't hold that position, that's completely clear. I will try to pull back one hex at a time just to lure him into unfavorable terrain. Make sure I can deal with his Panzer IV. But it's a very fun battle so far. I don't feel completely overwhelmed. I was worried because the last time I played multiplayer was 2 years ago, I think. And Goose is really one of the absolute best players. But I think he has to fight for it. Will not give him an easy win. So, I think it should bounce back any moment now. But it's surprising how short 5 minutes are if you're playing. Sounded a lot when planning for this. Here we go. 4 minutes. Here comes the Fallschirmjäger again. Good. Remember, there's artillery in the back. Definitely have to take note of this. I'm soaking up a lot of shots here. Finally hit on this pesky submarine. And here are the clouds. That's great. We can't hit him. That's too bad. But we can replenish our aircraft again. So, let's see. Definitely want to rearrange my fleet here. And prepare the final stand. We might even try to repair our battleship a little bit, but not too much we can do. So, fire a shot. This is entrenched at level 7, so he can't possibly force a surrender on him that easily. I'm entrenched at level 3, that's not much, but it will keep him busy. He will be ready to go in. Yeah, I think it will stay as is. Then I think we'll use this opportunity to try and sneak attack one of the targets. So we have 71 experience. I think we'll save that one. Well, let's actually see. No, can't afford it. Nothing we have to do. Let's send it back. It's turn 8. And this time, 2 minutes. Finally, I hit the mark. But we're running out of units rather quickly. So now mud and rain have to save us. And this center unit is very important, the one that is blocking my own or defending my own artillery. That is a very important one, because yeah, it basically will soak up a lot of artillery fire, especially in the rain. Damage on it, an attack on it might be rather costly. And we hope we can do a surprise attack on Bergen. We'll see, we'll see. Might backfire, but we will have to try our luck. Yeah, at least I know battleships are expensive, but at least 1 point could be helpful. We really need to keep his big ships away from this northern bay, because otherwise we will never be able to defend it. So, 2 minutes are over. I think Goose will take at least 3 to 4 minutes. He has more units on the field, but if we can capture back one of his victory locations, that would be huge. I'm not sure if for recapture, I'm not sure if I will get the prestige for recapturing it. But I don't think Bergen is undefended, but if we can do some damage there, we will have to redirect forces, maybe bring in some artillery. That would be a huge win in itself. And we still have a lot of ships, so that's good. We have our Hurricane, we have our anti-aircraft cannon, we have all of our artillery pieces. But here we go. Let's see how bad it is. He is entrenched. He will die. At least he did some damage, and he did the delay necessary. He spotted us. But there's nothing in here, it seems. But the mountain unit was waiting. Too bad. But it was worth it. Well, at least mud is coming up. We see an easy target. Good. He is toast, that's for sure. Then we'll get the heck out of here. We have nothing to win here. Then we have to deal with the situation. Let's try to do some damage. didn't work. And now the question is, do we give up this position already? Or do we try to fight? Well, I should have attacked here. Wow, that was a bad roll. So I think now it's time to give up this position. Hurry back. And yeah, he can't be surrendered, so that's fine. That's fine. We'll buy now the Norwegian mountain unit. Try to defend. And prepare the final stand. Let's see. Something here. Nope. So that's good, that's good, that's good. No, we'll just let it be. Let's end the turn. Ah, this was a longer turn again. Yeah. Bilbil, in it, there's not much you can do. So far, we're not out of it. We can still make a last stand at the, well, at the end of the valley, and then at the final city. Our ships are still alive. We will try to gradually move back, and his artillery will have trouble following us quickly enough. And yeah, the weather was bad luck, yeah. But at least he had to pull back his ships, and we only have to hold out for 15 more turns. It's obviously quite impossible to do it, but the point here is to go down in style, and so far we have inflicted quite a bit of damage. And the German side does not have unlimited resources as well, so don't forget that. It's not that easy. And it really depends. If you don't get those mud turns you really need as Norwegian side, or on the Norwegian side, yeah, you literally can do nothing. The 3-range artillery will tear you apart. So, let's see. 3 minutes. Should bounce back any moment. Yep, here we go. Let's see. Now we have the mud. Perfect. Now our units stand a fighting chance. Perfect. Mud is here. Now we can't fully destroy them, but we can at least inflict some major damage. So we'll box him in. Yeah. Keep this unit as lookout. He is trying to spot, but that won't help him much. We'll build our next line of defense right around here. Retreat. Retreat. And keep this one as lookout. We have nothing to buy. We can try to guard our ships, and then we're done. Two minutes, great. So that wasn't too bad. 2 Fallschirmjägers almost down. Defense line in the center established. So for now I'm pretty happy how my flexible defense approach works out. So yeah, it's not all is lost. But it's simply, the scenario simply is too long, so very hard to really keep on defending. But we still have the Hurricane, so that's good. We still have all of our artillery units, and we still have our anti-aircraft cannon, so that's fine. We can buy, over the course of the game, at least 1 more or 2 mountain units. But we have to stop losing them as quickly. And let's pray for bad weather. Another round of mud would be great. So it's 2 minutes. Two minutes in. 3 minutes. Should bounce back soon. Goose now on average takes 3 minutes. I am trying to stay at 2 minutes. But I don't know if it's thrilling for you, but at least for me it's thrilling to wait and yeah, then see what gets delivered to you. But would be so great to be able to see all of that happening live. So this will be really the biggest advantage of Panzer Corps 2. Because the multiplayer experience, you see, it's somewhat lacking. So, what's going on with Goose? A lot of riddles to solve. At least we got him thinking. And he doesn't know we totally withdrew from Bergen. So he might be forced to keep at least a unit there. But our ambush getting spotted because the rain subsided, that was not good. Well, 4 minutes. Here we go. And here come the ships again. Wow, that's one dead level bomber. And who said tanks are bad in rough terrain? They are not. They're good enough. Yeah, but now he can bring his full force to bearing against me. It will be over quite quickly. But we will do our best. Wow! And he gets lucky. Let's see. That's good, we'll just keep him down. Maybe get lucky. No. But we'll stay in cover of those things. And keep withdrawing for now. Maybe should have focused this ship, but I honestly overlooked it. So, let's see. We won't give up our entrenched positions. I think it's time to withdraw some more. Try to get at least rid of some of his units. That's a huge success. He had 1 star of experience. Now he's exposed, but we killed off a unit with it, so that's fine. This is regular infantry. We'll keep it here to soak up some damage. And that's our next defensive line. We can't afford anything, so we'll just keep everything as is. Keep those level bombers from doing any serious damage. And if he wants to invest more prestige here, that's fine. He might have enough of it, but it's turn 11 and we're still alive. So I will leave you alone for a moment because I will get something to drink. I think this turn will take at least 4 minutes, so don't worry, I will be back soon enough. So I'm back in time. Took me only 2 minutes, so yeah. The first one was a really great hit, the 8 damage, and then the 0 result was quite disappointing. But you're right, it should average itself out, but it's different. Because the first attack was a sneak attack, I getting in all my shots first, and the second one was not, but not doing any damage to this level bomber. Yeah. Not exactly a great roll. So, let's see, it's 3 minutes in. Now is a very intense phase of the battle. Goose doesn't like to lose units. We eliminated 1 Wehrmacht infantry. We eliminated 1 Fallschirmjäger. 1 is close to dying. 1 level bomber is almost out of action. So that's for now more than I had hoped for. Our defense is crumbling, but still stable. No crucial units have been lost. But I think now it's time to fall back another huge, more than 1 hex, because then we will be out of range of this artillery a little bit. Well, it's 4 minutes. And now we will have to attack his ships. Here we go. Yeah, those Fallschirmjägers are crazy good. At least he got in some damage. And oh wow. curious, why is he attacking? Why he is attacking the aircraft carrier? And great weather again. That's so bad. Ah, God. But now that are the deciding minutes of the battle, because if we can win this naval encounter, a lot will be won. Oh God, that's bad. That's bad. But we will have to keep him back. So, other than that, giving up this entrenched position for a chance to attack here, I think is worth it. Ah, God, and he lives. And we don't have anything to follow up anymore. Okay. He is on his own. Not very entrenched, but we need to do damage. Not going to attack here. Are we outflankable here? I don't think so. So I will stay as is. This is fine. We are kind of protected. Here's the sub. No good attacks for me. Maybe we can soak up some damage and then we will buy another Norwegian mountain unit. Let's see. We might actually be able to do something. Let's enter turn. Now we got a little bit unlucky not being able to destroy this heavy cruiser, not being able to do damage to this level bomber, not being able to destroy the Panzer 1. That was not great. And I'm looking forward to seeing Goose's video. I'm very curious what he has to say about my strategy and tactics here. So, but again, we have to speed up. We want to be finished in 20 minutes. So it took me 4 minutes. Yeah, we are back to a 4-minute average. But the battle is pretty intense now. And yeah, the thing is, now my infantry will get destroyed. Then I don't have many reserves left. And it all comes down to the final battle in this bay. And we were not exactly lucky with weather. I think there was one turn with mud. And it's now bright sunny days all along. That's not something we can work with. But I see that Goose has changed his strategy. I think he now uses a lot more Fallschirmjäger. I expected to see a lot more mountain units, but I agree, Fallschirmjägers are devastating, especially if you're not fighting against enemy tanks, not fighting against enemy artillery. They will simply wreck you. So, 3 minutes. Could bounce back any minute now. But at least we delayed him, so that's good. He will have to do some repairs. Only problem is those Panzer ones are dirt cheap. And you see they are extremely, they are cheaper than infantry, and they are quick and still decent. So don't discount them. So 4-minute mark. And it will be more interesting when we do the next one. Don't worry, because Goose will get a new internet connection. So next time we will be both live. So you can switch between streams, and then there will always be something to see. This is more or less the test case. Good. Good. Not good. But this will decide the outcome of the battle here. I think he has had enough. This is a vulnerable unit, that's good. Artillery is running out. But it really is those Fallschirmjägers that are killing me, and the weather, of course. So let's see. Nothing here. Yeah, he will be able to shoot me down. That's why he went for the aircraft carrier. Now I see. that. And that will leave my ships open. For destruction. At least this threat has been removed. We can go down. So, emergency repairs. Nothing we can do here. We can't get to him. This anti-aircraft cannon is doomed. We don't want to even move it. Yeah, let's do replacements. Nothing else we can do, but it's pretty much over now. Nothing to win here. Yeah, it might get a little bit more entrenched. Let's end it. So, yeah, and I did play Poland 2 years ago. So, yeah, this one is already online. You will find it. There's a playlist for multiplayer maps on my channel. But we might be able to finish in time, because now I'm out of prestige, I'm out of options. The remaining level bomber will finish off my ships. And yeah, I will just play through. It's really the Wehrmacht campaign. We will just go. We'll just build Berlin is asking for the next map. So the next one will be the Low Countries. And holding out here for 19 turns, if we make it to turn 19, is not that bad actually. We never could really threaten him. He played in a very controlled manner, but we inflicted some damage. We didn't completely collapse. I think we delayed it as much as possible. Our sneaky counterattack, yeah, lost the cover of rain. The level bomber, one of the level bombers we couldn't shoot down. Now our Hurricane is out of options. We deflected his Fallschirmjäger attack to the back. That's something to be proud of. But other than that, that's it now. It won't be possible to, yeah, delay him now for, don't know, till turn 25. But it's a very one-sided map. I think the Low Countries will be more interesting, but once again, don't overestimate defensive positions. This will be a wave of German artillery. But at least now I will try to play very quick. Could have been better in some places, but really the limit on time is very demanding. There's absolutely no time to think something over. I really got outplayed now in the north in the ship battle because my Hurricane is out of action. But I think I played once against Goose or Norway already, and yeah, last time my British fleet got annihilated a lot earlier, so it's to be expected. So here we go. And those Fallschirmjägers are the real problem. There's nothing you can do against them. At least he's out of ammo now. And we're not even doing damage anymore. It's just too many units focusing me down now. That's the end of the Royal Navy and the end of the Royal Air Force. And no rain in sight to save us. Oh, that's so bad. Yeah. We don't have even have units left. At least we can do some token damage. Yeah, we'll get outflanked here. Nothing we can do. Let's send it back. And I don't think Berlin we will last till turn 19. In the end, it always goes very quickly. Once there's a critical number of enemy units, you will get overwhelmed. But I think we'll make the time limit actually. So the plan was to do it in 2 hours. That should work out. Yeah. The only thing I would be worried if sides were switched that somewhere there's a hidden mountain unit trying to sneak back on a target. But Goose usually has good awareness of the battlefield. But on the positive side, we kept the Germans really at bay for a long time. We didn't one moment. yeah, we didn't get breached anywhere, so we were able to keep a steady front line till the end, so that's good. Just thinking about what to learn for the next scenario. So yeah, I accidentally brought back the screensaver. So that was good. We denied all sneaky attempts to outflank us. Most of our units were busy all the time. We were able to keep on the move, so not getting pinned down. That's good as well. Nope. No. But the Germans are paying a price. At least that we have going for us, and I think I only got one unit surrendered, and I could do nothing about that. So that's also good. Like I said, thinking about what still can be improved. And we definitely didn't have any luck with the weather. And one ship down. That's good as well. Let's try to go for the center one. Push him back. We could even attack. Yeah, let's do it. What the heck? So we will try to hold them back as long as possible and see if we can for the cheap unit. Is there anything? No, doesn't matter now. Let's end turn. Still keeping at the 2-minute mark. Yeah, and that in later scenarios, German army is not great compared to what people build in campaign. Yeah, sure. But that makes it interesting because it's much more balanced and much more interesting fights with much more interesting unit compositions. And yeah, I'm really curious how long Goose can go without getting defeated as Axis. The Low Countries should be no problem. Yeah, maybe, I don't know. But if you haven't tried for yourself, it's really difficult to play against him, to say the least. And I'm not that bad myself. I'm not one of the best multiplayer players, but I'm not bad at least. I have a fair shot at tournaments, so I can get to the final places, but no way I can win a tournament. Because there are some players that really are super good and playing so much multiplayer. That really shows. So, Goose, what's going on? Shouldn't be too difficult to destroy me now. But maybe he tries to do it in style. But we are fighting to the last man. And I should get bonus points because I think I used less time than him. Yeah, to be fair, I had less units, but still. We are not dead yet. Ship not dead yet. Yeah. Damn subs. Yeah, World Navy is down. We're using all of our resources. This one will get surrendered, but I wanted a huge blow on his artillery, didn't work out. Yeah, I don't know what you think, but I think he did a good enough job. Like I said, not running into any traps. And in the end, you simply get overwhelmed. So that's it. Let's view the battlefield. So, yeah, not many of his ships are still alive. Maybe with a little bit... Nah. Axis will always win the fleet battle. But destroying one of the level bombers would have helped immensely. And... yeah, 3 pieces of artillery. That's not that many. Used very different compositions from Goose. And very Fallschirmjäger heavy, and that really breaks us. We destroyed 2 of them. Could have destroyed one of the Panzer ones with more luck, but it's not a fact of luck. Just thinking what would have been possible. Yeah, and Bilbalin, yeah, what I didn't keep in mind that there's no reason for him to avoid losses. Yeah, sure. Absolutely not. You have to be reckless on multiplayer. Yeah, no way I could have won here. Turn 16. I think it could have gone better, but the weather didn't favor us. But no way we could have won here. So, hope you enjoyed it. Thanks for watching, and we will delay the next one because in April Goose will have a new internet connection, and then it will be much more interesting because then you can watch on Goose side his turn and my turn on my side and switch back and forth or watch both at the same time. I think that will be great fun. And until then, have a good time and see you at Minsk 3 hours from now. Other than that, Goose did a great job here. Absolutely flawless execution. Nothing to say about that here. Yeah, that's it. See ya. Bye.